Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter properties. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on grade 9 math. The chapter we are on right now is properties. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is properties of addition and multiplication. Which equation shows the commutative property of addition? So we're going to see, you are given the options, you are going to see which is the correct option, which one shows the commutative property of addition. But so basically, the commutative property is when you have two numbers, just the order of writing the numbers is different. That is c plus d equals d plus c. This equation shows the commutative property. The order of addends is changed. That is the commutative property. Let's just start with the test questions. Which property of addition is shown? K plus m plus n equals k plus m plus n. So which is the correct option? You have to see which property is it. So when you have three numbers on the both side, just the order of addition is different and the brackets is involved. That is the associative property. Option number one is the correct option. That is the associative property. The correct option is option number one. That is associative property. Which property is shown of addition is shown p plus n equals n plus p. So which is the correct option? That is the commutative property. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which property of addition is shown u equals 0 plus u? So which is the correct option? 0 plus u. 0, whenever you add a number to 0, the number stays the same. So that means that is the identity property. The correct option is identity property. Which property of addition is shown? H plus j equals j plus h. So which is the correct option? The correct option is that is again the commutative property. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which equation shows the zero property of multiplication? So which is the correct option? Zero property of multiplication is when you multiply a number with a zero, the product equals zero. Whatever number it is, when you multiply with zero, the answer is always a zero. So 0 times b is 0. Option number 3 is the correct option. Which equation shows the identity property of addition? So which is the correct option? That is n equals 0 plus 1. That is the identity property of addition. Which equation shows the associative property of addition? Which is the correct option? Option number C is the correct option, right? Associative property involves three of the addends, their position, their order of addition is different. So option number C is the correct option. Which property of addition is shown h equals h plus 0? So which is the correct option? That is identity property. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is properties of equality. Let's just start with the lesson. Which property of equality is shown if s equals t plus 13, then negative 27s equals negative 27 t plus 13? You have to see which property of equality it is. You are given the value of s, that is t plus 13, right? Then negative 27 times s, you replace that s with t plus 13, that is negative 27 times t plus 13. That is multiplication property of equality. Got it? That is multiplication property of equality. Let's just start with the test questions. Which property of equality is shown below? If 2 equals 16 plus m, then 2 minus negative 7 equals 16 plus m minus 37. So which is the correct option? That is the addition property of equality. You simply replace that 2 with a value. The value of 2 is 16 plus m. So that is the addition. Oh, that is subtracting. So that is the subtraction property of equality, right? The correct option is option number 2 is the correct option. Which property of equality is shown if j equals k minus negative 66, then negative 55 plus j equals negative 55 plus k minus negative 66. So which is the correct option? That is the addition property because you are adding. So that is the addition property of of equality. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which property of which property of equality is shown below? If s equals t plus 13, then negative 27 s equals negative 27 t plus 13, which is the correct option. The correct option is you are going to multiply the value of s with negative 27, right? So then that is the multiplication property of equality. Option number C, 3 is the correct option. Which property of equality is shown if if g equals negative 73 times f, then gh equals negative 73 f times h. So which is the correct option? That is the multiplication because you are multiplying g times h and the value of g is multiplying to h. So that is multiplication property of equality. Which property of equality is shown below? If 97, negative 97 equals g minus f, then negative 7 minus h is g minus f minus h. So which is the correct option? That is addition property of equality. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Distributive property. Simplify the expression 5 times 1 plus 5h. So you have to evaluate using the distributive property. You have to multiply 5 with everything that is inside the bracket. You have to do 5 times 1, that is 5, and then you have to do 5 times 5h, that is 25h. So the correct option is 5 plus 25h. Let's just start with the test questions. Simplify the expression 8 times 1 plus 4g. So how do you simplify? You have to multiply 8 with everything that is inside the 8 times 1. 8 times 1 is 8. Then you have to do 8 times 4g. 8 times 4 is 32. That is 8 plus 32g. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 8 plus 32g. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression 5 times 4h plus 2. So you have to do 5 times 4h plus 5 times 2. 5 times 4h is 20h and 5 times 2 is 10. So the correct option is option number 1 is the correct option, that is 20h plus 10. Simplify the expression, which is the correct option. That is 9 plus 18b. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression, which is the correct option. That is 5 plus 25h. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression, which is the correct option. That is 2 plus 16s. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression 3 times 1 plus 7z. So, which is the correct option? That is 3 plus 21z. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression 3 times 2 plus 5u. That is 6 plus 15u. Option number 2 is the correct option. Simplify the expression 3 times 3 plus 4j, which is the correct option. That is 9 plus 12j. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Simplify variable expressions using properties. So, The properties we have learned today, now we are going to apply those properties and simplify the expressions, right? That is 2 plus 1 plus g. Apply the commutative property. You need to add g plus 1 plus 2. That is g plus 3. Simplify the expression. So which is the correct option? That is z plus 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression. So which is the correct option? That is 36J. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression. That is 6B. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expressions. 8u times 3. So which is the correct option? That is 8 times 3 is 24. So the correct option is option number 1. 24u it is. Simplify the expression. Which is the correct option? That is j plus 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression. That is 9 times 7 is 63x. Option number 1 is the correct option. Simplify the expression. That is 10y. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 12p. Option number 1 is the correct option. 2 plus 1 plus g, which is the correct option. That is g plus 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Seven times 4m, which is the correct option. That is 28m. Option number 2 is the correct option. Three times 3j, which is the correct option. That is 9j. Option number 1 is the correct option. C plus 3 plus 1. So, which is the correct option? That is C plus 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 9 math. Chapter we were working on is properties. The lessons we have covered from the lesson are properties of addition and multiplication, properties of equality, distributive properties, simplify variable expressions using properties. So please make sure before the next session You can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer your questions and confusions if you have any questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today.